Every single day, founders and investors bleed time, money, and sanity trying to decode the chaotic jungle of compliance and regulations. It's like fighting invisible enemies with broken weapons while your competition moves forward, faster, sharper. The frustration is real. The gnawing fear that one wrong move can blow apart everything you've built keeps you awake at night. That headache from endless legal rewrites, the agonizing wait for approvals, the suffocating weight of uncertainty. These are the wounds of a system stuck in the past, drowning innovation in red tape and smokescreens. The rage against these invisible chains is not just valid, it's urgent. That's where Regtech startups come crashing into the scene like a storm that can either devastate or liberate your entire venture game. This isn't just about compliance anymore. It's about flipping the script and owning the battlefield. Regtech promises speed, but not just speed. It promises precision so razor-sharp it cuts through the fog of uncertainty and risk like a scalpel. You have to understand this. The old model, the one that treats compliance as a massive, slow brick wall, is bankrupt. Any investor still stuck in yesterday's ways, relying on manual checks, piles of paper, or slow software, is bleeding potential every second. Regtech startups are rewriting the game, designing platforms that flex and evolve in real time, capturing data from multiple jurisdictions, decoding complex legal languages instantly, and delivering actionable insights before problems even surface. It's like having a sixth sense that protects your capital before your opponent even draws their weapon. But hear this loud and clear. Regtech is not magic pixie dust to sprinkle on your portfolio. It's a strategic asset that demands ruthless integration and aggressive deployment. To those founders, investors, and leaders who hesitate, who think maybe later, it's time to snap out of that dangerous complacency. Every deal, every contract, every exit is at risk of being derailed by an avalanche of unchecked regulations. Step 1. Obsess over data hygiene now. If your venture strategy is not weaving Regtech into its DNA, you are walking blindfolded into a minefield. Regtech thrives on clean, granular data that reflects real-time business activity. Many startups overlook this, thinking compliance is just a formality post-investment. Dead wrong. The moment your company moves, its data footprint changes. Cut the crap with sloppy document management. Build infrastructure that feeds Regtech engines with pure, fresh streams of data. Automated, self-validating, bulletproof. This is no longer optional. It's survival. Next, integrate compliance intelligence into your venture decision process. Picture this. Every investment meeting you attend, every due diligence checklist, powered by Regtech systems that flag hidden risks, compliance red flags, or jurisdictional uncertainties on the spot. Investors who don't leverage this are essentially stargazing while their portfolio silently burns. Push your teams to demand dashboards that don't just show past compliance. It predicts future threats based on emerging regulations or geopolitical shifts. This isn't futuristic hype. It's happening now. And if you're not on it, you're a sitting duck. Then, harness automation not just for efficiency, but for relentless risk mitigation. Regtech startups bring AI and machine learning that eliminate human error and speed up decision cycles exponentially. Stop pouring resources into manual compliance checks that slow you down. Instead, trigger automated workflows that respond, report, and adapt at scale. Imagine a system that updates contracts instantaneously as laws evolve, alerts you before you cross lines, and even suggests pivots based on regulatory trends long before they arrive on the radar. That's the power. And if you don't grab it, someone else's portfolio will pass you by while you're stuck in admin hell. But it doesn't stop there. The real gold lies in strategic foresight. Regtech startups are building mapping tools that reveal the shifting terrain of global regulations. For founders and investors thinking regionally, that's a death sentence. The world's a hyper-connected web, and regulatory environments twist and turn unpredictably. These startups give you superhuman vision, spotting opportunities in emerging markets that others avoid due to complexity, or shutting down investments that teeter on the edge of compliance collapse. This isn't about playing safe anymore. It's about playing smart, fast, and globally. If your venture strategy isn't global in its regulatory intelligence, it's blind, it's vulnerable, and it's slow death. This change is disruptive. Yes, but that's the glory of it. Venture capital itself is transforming from an art into a science powered by relentless data, machine speed, and strategic agility. Regtech startups are the jagged edge of that transition. The ones who harness this edge now will carve out a destiny of unrivaled growth, bulletproof portfolios, and true freedom from old world chains. Listen to this warning. There will be a brutal shakeout. Investors who cling to outdated compliance models will hemorrhage money and reputation. Founders ignoring regtech innovations risk fatal missteps that could kill their companies, not because the business model failed, but because the system strangled them. This is the moment to lean in, to seize regtech, not as a tool, but as a weapon, a shield, and a guiding force. The future won't wait for anyone who hesitates. Here's the call to arms. Start building your regtech mindset today. Assemble cross-functional teams that don't see compliance as a checkbox, but as a strategic lever embedded in product, finance, and growth. Push founders to view regtech not as a cost, but as capital insurance, a bet for survival and domination. Demand from your ventures integration with regtech startups who bring relentless innovation in automation, AI, and risk analytics. Don't accept vague promises. Make deliverables demanding, measurable, and evolving. Finally, understand this. Embracing regtech is not about surrendering freedom or caving to bureaucracy. It's the precise opposite. It's about reclaiming the power lost to outdated, rigid systems. It's about accelerating beyond borders, fears, and old safe zones. It's about rewriting the rules on your own terms, projecting audacity in every move and freedom in every return. Founders and investors with regtech startups in your arsenal, you're not just playing the venture game, you're owning it. You're shifting from reaction to anticipation, from chaos to control, from dangerous guesswork to surgical precision. This is your battle cry. Obliterate the compliance nightmare with smart tech. Wield it to create crushing competitive advantages. And forge a future where innovation is unhindered, capital flows effortlessly, and every risk is calculated down to perfection. This is the revolution that cannot be ignored. Don't just watch it unfold. Join it, lead it, win it. Every second wasted without regtech embedded in your strategy is a second lost to failure. Act now. Own your future. Imagine tools that don't just track the rules, but anticipate them. Tools so intelligent they don't just save you hours. They save entire venture strategies from crumbling under regulatory chaos.